All right, so today we're gonna go over an escape, one of the moves that Hiroshi and Hiyori likes to do out of a three-quarter guard. The problem with the three-quarter guard is that at this position, they're basically at a point where this top person is about to pass this guard, and not only that, but mount the individual for 7 points. So if you're in a competition where points matters, this is a very dangerous place to be in. But a lot of people, what they like to do is push on that knee like this. They have to get this inside knee position. And once he starts pushing, he's gonna be able to start making this knee light. And once it becomes light, so you can see she's also holding the ground, so she's holding her weight up as well. But if she was just to put all her weight down on this right here and trying to push that knee through, it's very hard. And you can see her body weight is actually leaning over into this direction right now. So Hiroshi tries a traditional escape, pushing it in, and she stops it with her hand. That's a typical response of what you're gonna get. All right, so if he succeeds, push the knee through, he's able to push and pull his leg up and then switch back out, hip switch back into her, or shrimp back into her. And now he's got half guard back, and he's in a position where he's now safe from getting past. Okay, so now we're going to go back to that three-quarter mount again and show you the typical response that we just saw. Right, he's pushing, she's fighting back, pulling his hands. He's got to get this inside elbow position. She's trying to pull it back out. She's got her weight leaning in this direction, as you can see. And as she's doing that, keep trying to escape, Hiroshi, right? As he's doing that, he has this right elbow up on the side of her rib cage. Not like really high, but somewhere where he has enough leverage. And it's not down here on the hip where you see a lot of people, they're like brace and frame the hip. Well, I would say that's for more like if someone's on your mount, you're trying to keep them from coming up on high mount. In this case, this elbow is gonna go here. And as he's trying to push with his left elbow, you can see her weight has shifted in this direction onto that knee so she can't push through. That's when he would use that elbow and shove her to create space where she's off balance to the right. And he was then able to bring this leg, which was not in earlier, it was out here. He shoved and then was able to bring his knee inside and then re-shrimp or square back up with her. And now she's in this butterfly hook position. All right. Additionally, why this is very important to us is that you start off typically in guard. Go ahead. You start off in guard, then you transition into a half guard, however you pass or whatever happens. And then typically that evolves into a three-quarter mount, right? Right, no, just a three-quarter mount. So then you're here, and then you go back into mount, you get mounted. And now you have your professor saying, go ahead and hook their legs, go ahead, hook their feet, right? So you hook their feet with your right foot, Hiroshi, back into three-quarter, right? And now you're back into this three-quarter mount or three-quarter bottom mount. And you're in danger if you don't know what you're doing and you did all that to get this back. Yeah, this is the first stage of going back to where we came from, which is half guard, then full guard, or no, three-quarter mount, half guard, then full guard. But now you're in three-quarter mount and you're stuck here, and you've probably seen it plenty of times where you're trying to get this leg back through and you can't because this person's fighting with their hands, pushing back on your arms, or trying to dig in an underhook, right? Once they dig in that underhook, you kind of only have, maybe there's some other techniques that I'm not aware of at this moment. But right now you have that elbow that's on the right side of Hiroshi's right side, pushing on the rib cage to off balance. So that's why it's important to understand how to get out of this situation, because there's no point in pulling this three-quarter mount or trying to pull back into three-quarter mount if you do not know how to escape this. Because if the person has underhook or has a good crossface, you're getting passed again and you're getting 7 points taken. And that's just going to happen again and again. And you've seen this in Gordon Ryan's fight against Yuri. He just kind of like threw his legs back in and just kept pointing on them. So this is a good escape. This is a good tutorial, something to learn on. Obviously, this isn't going to win you your competition, but it's just something that helps your game, or under a little bit of an understanding of what's going on here. You really want to lift that leg. You want to get that inside knee position. You want to create where that leg is off balanced or weightless. So if you can get her to post her hands on the mat, she's helping to make herself lighter, right? And then you can be able to bring that in. But once you see that hand, as you can see, that hand is keeping that knee from coming back up. That's when I would say, okay, let's shoot that elbow, shove that elbow into a rib cage, right? And now you have different options or different avenues of escape. So that's it.